Good afternoon, pre-calc students. So I'm going to make a short video today to kind of give you some information about how we're going to be moving into our virtual learning for the next 4 weeks or so. This information pertains to my classes as well as Ms. King's. We're going to all be working on the same thing. So we're going to kind of shift gears a little bit from what we were doing before spring break. The thing that I want to really emphasize to all of you is to really try and take control of your own learning. Think about what's working for you and reach out if you need help with any of it. So I'm going to go over a plan today that's going to have some requirements and then also some suggestions that are optional. The optional pieces, you really need to do what's going to be best for your learning. So if you need to do one problem and then you've got it, that's great. If you need to do 5, then you should do 5. You really want to keep working on what's going to help you to learn. So unfortunately, we're not going to see each other face to face again this school year, but that being said, you know, we're going to finish this course of pre-calculus, and going forward, you're going to be expected to know certain things going into future math courses. So we really want to help you to reach those goals and to learn everything as much as possible what you would have learned if we had still been in school. We're going to really try and simplify and streamline things as much as possible to just give you the most important information and not overload you with work. As always, reach out with questions, concerns, anything that you feel like you need some help with. So I'm just going to go over a document that, and you will get a copy of this also. It's kind of just listing the requirements for what we're going to do over the next 4 weeks. And the way this document is organized is that the left column is what's required, the right column is what is optional. So the required things are really things that you're going to get kind of graded on and assessed and make sure that we're going to follow up that you've done them. The optional things will help your learning, but we're not going to be checking them necessarily. So the next unit that we're going to start is on something called conic sections, and we have found a really great resource to help us to learn those conic sections. So it's called the Georgia Virtual Learning website, and it does not require a login or anything. You would just click on that link and it's going to take you to this unit. And the unit is organized so that I'm going to just take you through to the first, this is just a little introduction, and then you're going to get to this first part that you're going to start is on circles, and it gives you a mixture of some texts, some activities for you to work through, some videos to watch, and then there are practice problems for you to do. You can do these just in your comp book. As always, as you're working through these, you're welcome to take notes if that's helpful to you, or if you want to just look at it, the things and listen, that's okay too. That's really kind of optional. So as you work through the problems, you'll see here there's 3 of the same kind. You do as many as you feel you need to do until you feel comfortable. This part is really for your learning. We're not going to be checking these solutions or these notes. However, you really should do them so that you know what you're doing. When you get to the end of the page, you would go to the next page, and basically we're going to assign probably around 2 sections or so per week. When you're done with those 2 sections, you'll get to this next page, and in this column here, you'll see the little section here for handouts. You would click on that, and then it's going to open up an assignment. And that assignment is what you're going to need to do, and you're going to turn that in. So as you do that assignment, it's not opening for me. I guess it's not going to share on my screen. Anyhow, you can either do that assignment printed out, or you can do that in your comp books. Also in this right-hand column, there are more resources with lots of additional sites that give you more information. So if there's something that didn't make sense to you in what you did on the work on this website, you would go to one of these and you can look for some more information, some more videos, other explanations. Once you get to the end of these 2 sections, you'll see it says assignment. That's again in the right-hand column, and then there's a quiz. The quizzes are not going to be from this site. There's no live quiz embedded in here, but you will do a quiz once a week, and I will explain that in a minute. So basically, you're going to go through all these different pages throughout the week. We will communicate which sections you're going to do on Google Classroom as well as on the PreCalc website, so it's clear to you which parts you're going to be doing. But essentially, you're going to kind of work through 2 of these sections each week. So again, from this website, what's required is that you watch the videos, you complete the activities and read the notes. Again, I would suggest you do them, but we're not going to be checking those. You don't have to turn those in. You should do some practice problems, as many as you feel you need to feel comfortable. And then the assignment is going to be part of what you're going to turn in. These are things that would be optional. In addition to you working independently throughout the week on the work from the Georgia Virtual Learning website, we're going to start doing some live Zoom meetings. We're going to just do 1 per week, and it will be during your scheduled time with the new Drake schedule on Thursday or Friday, depending on which period you are. And we're not going to be meeting for the full 45-minute lesson. It's really going to just be a time to check in, and we're going to do an opener together. It'll probably be something from the lesson from the Tuesday, Wednesday, or maybe some common errors from the previous quiz. So that's the plan. It'll probably take about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes probably, and then the remainder of the time will be open for questions and answers if you have them, and if not, you can check out of your Zoom meeting. But again, these are required Zoom meetings. We're going to again just do them once per week, either on Thursday or Friday, depending on which period you are in. And then you're going to continue to upload your work to Google Classroom each week. You're going to do that on a Monday. So on Mondays, there's no real new work that's going to be assigned, but on Monday should be your day to kind of get everything together from the week before. You're going to turn in whatever the assignment was from the Georgia Virtual Learning. There will be a review assignment, which will be on the PreCalc website. It'll be a short assignment just from some old things that we've done before, and the opener from our Zoom meeting. So you'll turn all of those things in just as you've been doing on Google Classroom. They'll be due on Mondays by 9 p.m. And then also each week there's going to be a short quiz, probably about 10 questions or so, and you'll do it via Google Classroom, similar to the quiz that we did before on the exponentials and logs. But you're going to have a little bit more flexibility in when to do it. We're not going to do them all at the same time. And that will be assigned on Thursdays and be due also on Monday by 9 p.m. So you'll have some flexibility about exactly when you want to do that. And then also there may be some other projects or activities or assessments assigned, particularly at the end of the unit, and those will be communicated via Google Classroom and the PreCalculus website. Also for students who might need to or want to improve grades from prior units, if you contact Ms. King or I, we will be happy to help you work on trying to bring up some of those previous test grades and do some additional work. Or if you have any missing work that you never turned in, please get that turned into us so we can try and get that into your grade book and give you credit for that. One last thing is that we're going to offer office hours, and this will be similar to the optional Zoom meetings that we did before spring break, although we're going to have you ask us to set up the Zoom meetings by appointment. So instead of just having an open time, if you would like some one-on-one help, you just need to email Ms. King or I, and we will be happy to set up a Zoom appointment with you during that time from Wednesdays from 1:30 to 3. If you have any other questions at any other time, please let us know, and we're happy to help you. And I hope you're all staying healthy and trying to make the best of the situation as best you can. All right, thanks.